Okay.
So, like every other year, even though there's a bunch of good movies out there, and it was hard to make the list for the top five, it was really hard to make the list for the top five for the worst movies of the year as well. Because frankly, there's some really crap movies out there. Now, to be fair, if you like any of these movies, that's fine, that's cool. And if you think something else deserved to be in the top five, please let me know in the comments. But doing this video with me, I have the troll along, and of course he's going to announce what number we're on and what unfortunately went into that spot. So, are you ready, troll?
I was born ready to do this. Well, that and one other thing.
Okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and start off the list here.
So, coming in at number 5 is Sinister 2. It's a big surprise.
Yeah, big surprise. This movie, following up Sinister, and Sinister was a decent movie. It kind of fell apart for me at the final third of the movie when we see the actual Sinister, I guess, creature way too much. And this movie does just that. It shows us this guy way too much. He has way too much screen time. And even though the whole video aspect of it worked in the first one, because it was all built up around this house and everything, and you're trying to figure it out, and it was connected to him, the scenes in this, the videos in this, are kind of brutal just for the sake of being brutal, and it doesn't work very well at all. The acting is it's here or there. There's no one really to connect to. And there's this whole side notion of them running from an abusive father, and I'm like, whatever. I really don't care. I don't care about any of these characters. I don't care about these videos. They're just graphic for the sake of being graphic. The creature's in it too much. It's just a mess. So yeah, it had to go to in the number 5 spot.
So, coming in at number 4, The Loft.
So yeah, this movie, which came out, I believe it came out in January, somewhere around there, right? This movie has a cast of actors which I would think would do a good job. And the story of it, yeah, sure, it's a whole mystery thing. They're, I guess, trying to do kind of a Clue kind of bit, which is fine, that can work. Except it didn't. I was bored throughout this entire movie. The acting was just non-existent from people that should have been good at acting. I just didn't care. I didn't care about any of it. And I was really hoping for a little bit more. It's set up to be kind of a mystery thing, but it was one of those that it was kind of easy to pick out from the beginning and very sloppily put together, and yeah, it just doesn't work. It's just a bad movie. So anyway, on to the next one.
Coming in at number 3, Mordecai.
You want to talk about actors that are just not good, that don't do a good job here. The acting in this isn't good. It just isn't good. The story isn't good. The characters aren't good. Whereas the last one had kind of dull characters, this one has characters that there's just no likability at all. There's no reason to like them, any of them. And then, of course, you get Johnny Depp. He's doing his over-top performance, which can be good in other movies. Here, it just falls flat. He's the main character, and yet I hate him as a main character. And the movie's just a bunch of nonsense. It doesn't even have a real coherent plot to it. And then you have people like, Ewan McGregor show up, and I'm like, I don't know why he's in this movie. I'm so sorry he's in this movie. So, yeah, this is one of those movies where I actually forgot it had come out, and that's really saying something. So, there's just nothing redeemable about it at all. Anyway, so on to number 2.
So coming in at number 2, Hot Pursuit. Yeah, what a terrible movie.
Yes, yes, it is. So the movie's focused on Sofia Vergara and Reese Witherspoon, who I normally like. But Sophia's character is just annoying. Just absolutely annoying. And you've got this typical thing where these two characters are supposed to be completely opposite, and they clash and they go through shenanigans, but then they eventually get along, right? And they get to understand each other. I don't care. None of the humor worked. The chemistry didn't work between the two leads, which is something you have to have. You have weird accents and just weird running jokes the entire time. And you have characters that are, as an audience, you get annoyed at from the beginning, so they don't really work. So yeah, this movie was just so bad. There's nothing remotely redeemable about it, in any way. And it almost made my number one, but something else ended up making it. So go ahead and recap for us, Stroll, real quick.
So, number 5, Sinister 2. And hopefully the end of it, but I doubt it. And number 4, The Loft. I usually stay there in my downtime. Number 3, Mordecai. Oh, Johnny Depp from hell. Well, okay. It's not just him. Number 2, Hot Pursuit. As in, this movie was in hot pursuit of being the worst movie of the year, but I couldn't quite make it.
And number 1,
50 Shades of Shit. Sorry, I meant gray. 50 Shades of Grey. They're about the same thing.
yeah, 50 Shades of Grey. So, to be honest, I wasn't looking forward to this movie. I give any movie a chance. I don't like to just be that guy that is like, oh, well, this movie has no way of appealing to me. I did that with Mad Max, and look what happened. I chose to be like, oh, I'm not sure about this movie. I don't think it'll work, but I'll give it a shot. And then we saw the end result. So this could have been good, I suppose. It had a lot of stacked against it, though. You had the author, the writer, the screenplay for this, which is the same person that wrote the book, I guess, wrote this as a fanfic to Twilight. Already you're in bad taste right there with me, because you're taking Twilight, and I don't like Twilight. Sorry. I know some people do, but I don't like it. And I've not read the book. But to see this movie, I felt like I wasted years of my life. I really did. First off, the S&M stuff, which they try to play up in the trailers and everything, hardly in the movie. So there's that. The acting, of course, terrible. The chemistry is terrible. And whereas the chemistry was terrible in Hot Pursuit, the chemistry here is supposed to be romantic chemistry, and it doesn't work. So there's that. The dialogue is atrocious. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's just, oh man, this person needed someone to come in, a ghostwriter, to come in, rewrite the entire script, and maybe have something good. And you definitely see elements of Twilight, because you see where it took off, who the characters are supposed to be. Thing is, Twilight at least has action scenes in it. This doesn't even have that. So yeah, this has nothing going for it. It's just such a waste of time. And the fact that it's getting a sequel that's coming out soon is just mind-blowing. I mean, it made good money, so I guess, but I will not be seeing it. No. I just can't. I don't think I can do it. Yeah, what a terrible movie. Anyway, so yeah, that'll actually wrap this up. Yeah, there not too much to say. These movies were just so bad for some similar reasons, some different reasons. Some of them I knew were going to be, or at least I suspected, rather, they were going to be disappointments. The other ones had somewhat potential there. They just really failed to deliver. And I thought, I've seen Fantastic Four. I thought about putting that in there, but actually the first third of that movie worked for me, which is almost all of these movies had nothing, just absolutely nothing. So it was really a battle for who was going to get first there, because they were just so kind of neck and neck. They were just so bad. But anyway, like I said, this is my opinion. So go ahead and let me know in the comments what you think. Unfortunately, have you seen some of these movies? You know, what are your terrible movies of 2015? Let me know. And yeah, until next time.
Peace.